Tonight at 10, we're hearing from one of the reviewers of math textbooks that were flagged by the state for including so-called critical race theory. The state sent 54 out of 132 books back to publishers, but reviews from educators and members of the public show that most of those books passed their inspection. Fox 13's Evan Axelbank spoke to the reviewer who flagged the most issues about what had her so riled up.
Chris Allen has a child in Indian River County elementary schools and says her complaints to the school board about what some call critical race theory fell on deaf ears. But when the state asked for guest reviewers of textbook submissions, she applied.
I figured that it's a math book, what are the chances of me finding it here?
She reviewed 2 books from Savas Learning Company, one called Thinking Mathematically, the other Pre-Calculus. Her reviews, released by the state last week, show she gave solid marks in dozens of categories. But she flagged passages that she says asked whether algebra can explain racial bias and whether racism is embedded in American society dependent on age. Other reviewers of the same books only flagged one similar concern.
Maybe they were looking at how it aligned to the best standards, whereas I was looking at along with the standards, seeing how the lesson was taught and specifically the wording used in the examples.
It's unclear how reviews from guests like Chris and expert reviewers, including teachers, were weighed when the state sent 54 of 132 books back to publishers for revisions. 19 of those 54 were subsequently approved. Democratic state lawmakers say the governor has used schools to motivate conservative supporters.
So much of the governor's political agenda is based upon hysteria. What kind of drama can we create now? What kind of tension can we exploit?
A scroll through the overwhelming majority of the book reviews show most are aligned with state standards. Allen chairs a chapter of the conservative nonprofit Moms for Liberty, which insists school districts overstep their bounds on COVID-19 masks and the content of lessons.
I'm very happy to see that at least the Florida Department of Education is listening, even though the district level is supposed to be listening to us first.
And now the debate over how textbooks are used and published is being heard across the nation. Evan Axelbank, Fox 13 News.
All right.